In life, there's a truth that hits harder as you grow older. You don't just need people around you, you need the right people. You have to be wise about who you let into your life, even if they are family. Growing older is not a time to waste on people who drain your energy, manipulate your emotions, or disrespect your boundaries. At this stage, your peace of mind, your health, and your happiness must sit at the top of your priorities. And that means making hard choices about who gets to stay in your life. So let's break down the 5 people you must avoid in your later years, even if it means creating distance from family. As we grow older, we begin to realize that not all relationships are meant to last. Some people enter our lives and leave us feeling drained, exhausted, and unfulfilled. These are the energy vampires, people who survive by consuming your emotional, mental, and physical energy while giving nothing meaningful in return. At first, it may not be obvious. They might seem well-meaning, friendly, or even caring. But if you look closer, a pattern appears. Energy vampires often talk endlessly about their own problems, while showing little to no genuine interest in yours. They pull you into their negativity, feeding on your concern, your attention, and even your compassion. Over time, you begin to feel weighed down by their constant demands, complaints, and need for validation. They are never satisfied. No matter how much you give, it's never enough. They expect you to carry the weight of their unhappiness while refusing to take responsibility for their own lives. As you get older, your energy becomes a precious resource. You can no longer afford to waste it on people who constantly take without contributing anything to your well-being. The hardest part is that energy vampires rarely respect your needs. When you express how their behavior affects you, they dismiss your feelings or turn the situation back on themselves. They make you feel guilty for needing space or setting boundaries. Their lives are an endless cycle of crises, and they expect you to fix everything. Eventually, you must recognize the toll they take on your peace. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Your energy is meant for your health, your happiness, and your peace of mind. Letting go of energy vampires isn't easy, especially when they're family, but it is necessary. Protecting your peace is not selfish. It is self-respect. As you move through life, you begin to see people more clearly. Another group you must be extremely cautious of in your later years is manipulators. Manipulators are skilled at controlling situations to benefit themselves. They use guilt, shame, and emotional pressure to twist your thoughts and actions. They rarely ask directly for what they want. Instead, they create emotional traps designed to make you feel obligated. They often appear kind and caring at first, offering support just long enough to gain your trust. Once your defenses are down, they begin pushing their own needs while ignoring yours. They create emotional dependence by giving just enough, and then pulling it away. One of the most dangerous traits of manipulators is how they make you feel responsible for their happiness. Phrases like "if you really cared, you would" are tools designed to weaken your boundaries. When confronted, they deflect, gaslight, and twist the narrative until you begin doubting yourself. Over time, this behavior destroys confidence and self-trust. Manipulators exploit your kindness, loyalty, and generosity while giving little or nothing in return. In their world, you exist to serve them. In your later years, this emotional burden becomes even heavier. Manipulators isolate you, plant doubt, and position themselves as the only ones who truly care. The solution is firm boundaries. Healthy relationships are reciprocal. If someone consistently drains you or makes you feel at fault, it's time to step back. Another group to avoid is the chronic critics. Chronic critics constantly point out your flaws, mistakes, and shortcomings, often disguised as honesty. Their criticism is not rooted in care but in insecurity and control.
No matter what you do, it's never enough.
They downplay your achievements, overlook your progress, and highlight only what they believe is wrong. Over time, their words chip away at your confidence and self-worth. Their criticism is rarely constructive. It offers no solutions, only judgment.
The danger lies in repetition.
Constant exposure can make you internalize their negativity and see yourself through their distorted lens. People who truly care will lift you up, not tear you down. You have every right to distance yourself from chronic criticism, no matter who it comes from. Finally, there are the constantly negative family members, the ones who see darkness in every situation. They dismiss your excitement, downplay your success, and focus only on what could go wrong. Their pessimism plants doubt, drains joy, and creates emotional exhaustion. Over time, their mindset can quietly influence your own. They often invalidate your feelings, telling you it's not that bad, or that others have it worse. Instead of support, they offer minimization. Their negativity may even become a form of control, making you feel guilty for being hopeful, successful, or happy. In your later years, protecting your peace is essential. You are not obligated to absorb anyone's negativity. You have earned the right to choose peace, distance, and self-respect. The older you get, the more you realize this simple truth: no relationship is worth the cost of your peace.